Hey guys, Mark here. Today I'm having a look at this Star Wars Black series. This is from the Book of Boba Fett show. This is Krrsantan, or Black Krrsantan, or BK as he's more commonly known. And he's a nice figure. A lot of people have been waiting for this to come out for quite a while. It came out just about, I want to say about a month ago now. And I just ended up getting this just recently. So just want to share this with you and get them out of the box and we'll check them out. There's the Galaxy side art. Looks good. And here's my favorite thing about the plastic-free packaging is this side comparison height chart that shows you what he comes with. And I really like this. I kind of wish they would do this on the style of packaging they're doing now. They went back to window box packaging, but they don't have this. And this is the best thing about the plastic-free packaging. And as you can see, it's got the height comparison chart. It's got the plastic-free ads. And on the back, here's the bio if you want to pause it and read it. Yep. He's number 4 in the Book of Boba Fett line. It's a nice figure. It's kind of got limited articulation, and he's about 35 bucks. Now, there's also this, which is the SDCC 2023, 3 3/4 inch version, which comes with a lot of accessories. And this is about almost 50 bucks, I want to say, shipped. So it's not cheap, but it has really good articulation, actually, for its size. It comes with a bunch of accessories, different guns, different hands, all kinds of cool stuff. You know, electrified knuckle dusters. This guy doesn't. He just has his gun, so that's about it. So, but it's up to you. I like both of them. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the package, and we'll check him out. Be right back. So here's Krrsantan. He's a nice figure. I mean, he's got some nice details on him. I like the gray on his fur. Shows his age a little bit. He's got these weathered-looking pauldrons on both shoulders. And he's got these, the Wookiee dreads with the little gold things that are on him that are hanging down here. The only bummer thing about these is that they kind of restrict his head articulation. He basically has almost no head articulation. I mean, mine barely moves at all. He's got a little bit of forward crunch. He does have butterfly joints, but because of these pauldrons, you can't really do much with him. So it kind of is a bummer. But he does have the new barbell hips. They go way out. He does the Jean-Claude Van Damme splits, which is kind of cool. A little bit of upper thigh rotation. My copy's pretty tight here, so they don't move that much. He's got the little less than 90-degree knees. Same thing with the elbows, a little less than 90. On the right hand, he's got a vertical hand, which moves up and down. And on the trigger finger, it's a horizontal movement, rather, excuse me. And on his knuckles, he's got the knuckle dusters, and they look good on this hand. Some people complain because it kind of hangs over on the end. My copy does the same thing. I think they're all made like that. But the one thing that's weird is the one that's on this hand is really, really small. It's a lot smaller than the other side, which is kind of weird. I don't know what that is. But, as far as like how the pauldron and the harness looks weathered and stuff, yeah, it looks weathered. It looks pretty cool. Here's the back. He's got his Wookiee dreads in the back. I kind of wondered why these guys why Hasbro hasn't done like NECA has done and done the rubberized like dreads. I was thinking if they did like rubberized dreads like the Predator figures, they could make this thing so the head would move more. Because you really can't, you can't get almost any articulation out of that head, and that's kind of unfortunate. And, it's got the old Wookiee elbows on him, so even though it's a new sculpt, they still don't bend very much, which is kind of unfortunate as well. But, that's him, and he's got a little bit of articulation in the feet. He's got rockers, but they're really tight because the fur overhangs down here. It's a nice looking figure. His gun plugs in here in the back. There's a little slotted peg there, a square peg in this hole right here that his gun pops on the back. And he's got this little pouch is weathered. So it looks really nice, but you can't really do a whole lot with this guy, which is kind of a bummer. If you check out my friend Matt Bryant's channel, he got this guy into a pose where the gun was up into his shoulder, and he's kind of like trying to look down it. And it looks pretty good. It's about as good as you could get it. But the one thing is you can't really look down the barrel very much, either in the direction of the barrel, because the head doesn't move. So it's kind of a bummer. Well, here's the one accessory he comes with. He comes with this big honking gun. It's got a nice blue heated up barrel for the end to make it simulate like it's, overheated. On the other side over here, it's got a couple little bit of red on the, couple red dots on it there. Yeah, it looks good. It's a huge weapon. He's a big guy, so it's got this little peg on the side where it plugs in on his back. So, yeah, that's Krrsantan. I mean, it's a nice figure, but for, he's considered a deluxe and he doesn't really come with much. If I had a wish list for this guy, I would wish for a little better articulation at least. Maybe so he could at least, like those rubber dreads so he could move his head, at least look down the barrel of the gun. That would have been a big improvement. And maybe an extra set of hands with knuckle dusters, electrified knuckle dusters on them. That would have been cool. I mean, I guess wishing for extra weapons would have been too much. But I mean, if they had included more stuff like in the vintage collection, the SDCC one, it would have been nice. I wouldn't have mind paying a little bit more if it came with more stuff. But, so this guy wasn't cheap either, but he really didn't come with much. So that's kind of a bummer. But overall, it's a pretty nice figure, and I like him. So anyway, that's Black Krrsantan. If you stuck around and watched this video, I really appreciate it, guys. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Comments are always welcome, and I do my best to get back to everybody that takes the time to comment, and I really do appreciate your comments. And if you feel like sharing it out, that'd be great too. Thanks a lot for that if you take the time to share it out. It's much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. My little channel can always use the help growing, and we're getting there slowly but surely. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and I appreciate everybody that takes the time to watch. We'll catch you soon. All right, guys, take care for now. Bye-bye.